Hello, hello, hello. This is Jackie from Spice, Pole, and Aerial Fitness coming to you with another video. It is a beautiful day today in Georgia, and I actually just got off of the phone with someone that was interested in taking classes. Her name is KK. Girl, you know who you are. I enjoyed the conversation. I hope she enjoyed the conversation. It was a vibe. That's probably one of the things I love the most about my job is that I get to talk to women and answer their questions and provide like a nice, safe, positive, supportive experience for them in everything that I do. I just love it. I love it so much. So I just got off the phone with KK. I'm so excited about her coming to the studio. But she was asking questions, and when anybody calls the studio and they ask questions, I ask questions, right? Because I want to make sure that Spice is going to be a good fit. We can serve you in the best way. I want to know about your life. I want to know why you're coming. I want to know what got you interested because Spice is not for everybody. And so, one of the things, I'm not going to talk about who we are not for. I'll talk about who we are for. Spice 100% is all about serving women who got busy schedules. Busy, right? I'm talking about kids, partner, job, kids' activities, partner activities, your own activities, extended family activities. You ain't got time for self care, for self love, for building self confidence. You do not have the time, but you realize and you recognize as a woman, you have to make the time. You have gotten to that point in your life where you realize I have got to make some time for myself, for my own mental health, for my physical health, for my spiritual health. I've got to make the time. And Spice Pole and Aerial Fitness to the rescue because our classes are 1 hour a week in and out. But during that hour, you're going to get an experience that you will not get in any other activity you have in your life. We're here to serve women. Our instructors are here to serve women. We want you to dance. We've designed our program so that it serves people based on their different experience levels. So, like for me, when I first started doing pole and aerial dance, I dropped into a class and it was like, this is my first class. This is my first pole dancing class. And for those of you that's been doing pole for a while, you already know. I dropped in. I was able to just go on the studio's website and sign up for a class. And at the time, I was young. I was super fit. And I was like, intermediate? I can do an intermediate pole class, I'm sure. So I just went and signed up. Well, actually, I don't think I signed up for the intermediate class. I signed up for a beginner class, but I got there. And let me tell you, not only was I not prepared physically for that class, I was not prepared mentally or emotionally for that class. So I get in there. At the time I was running, I was doing like long distance runs and practicing for, or not practicing, I was preparing for a half marathon race I was doing whenever that was. And so I was a runner, right? So I had all these cute running outfits, right? And so I show up trying to be cute and I wear my cutest jogging shorts and I walk into a class and it's a bunch of chicks with thongs on, like thongs and bodysuits and stripper heels and I was like, I knew we were coming to a pole dancing class, but I thought that my shorts were short and I thought that my shorts were cute. And they are for running, but not for pole dancing. It was so that caught me right away. I was like, I am not prepared. I am underdressed, clearly. But I still made it work. And the instructor started teaching us how to climb. And as strong and as fit as I could not climb. And all of the other girls in the class were able to climb. And I'm talking about big girls, old girls, small girls, tall girls, short girls. All the girls in the class could climb except for Jackie. And I was upset about that. This is talking about the emotional not ready. I was upset about that. And instead of me acknowledging that, number one, I made a choice to do this to myself. I went on these people's website and said, I believe, with no information and no knowledge, that I can sign up for a beginner with experience pole dancing class and I'm gonna come in there and kill these people because I'm just that active and that good. And so I got in there and I couldn't do anything because that's how pole dancing works. I couldn't do a thing. And I was like offended. I was offended. I was mad. I was angry. I started being salty. You know, I wasn't out loud salty, but in my mind I was salty. And so I left the studio and I never went back. And I felt like it was the instructor's fault that I didn't get the moves. I was like, it's the instructor. Like, the instructor just wasn't good. And I'm not going to say that the instructor was good or bad. I didn't know enough to know if the instructor was good or bad. But because I had put myself in a situation where I was not informed enough, I did not inform myself enough, and I probably could have just picked up the phone and called to find out, but I chose not to. I ended up in a situation that I didn't enjoy. And so I take that back. I did go back to that studio, but it was many, many years later. So, you know, I say all of that to say your first pole dancing class is going to be a challenge. And we have designed our programs so that you don't have to deal with that, right? I have dealt with that, so you don't have to deal with that. And so we start all of our students with intro classes, and then if you have other experience, you can join a different class. But that's not the point of this video. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to speak to the women like KK. So KK called. She said she was interested in taking an intro class. And I'm like, let's go. Let's go. Tell me a little bit about your life. How can we best serve you, right? And so she's telling me she's a mom. And I think she's got 2 kids. And she's like, this one has activities on Mondays and Tuesdays. And like different sports too. Like different sports. Like, how? I don't have any kids, right? I have a husband and a dog. And I'm like, I'm tired all the time. I'm like, how do these moms have multiple kids who do multiple activities, and then you got a job, and then you got to take the kids to school and then to the activities, and then spend all weekend at the activities, and then go back to work on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. And then you got to go home and you got to take care of your partner and you got to cook and you got to... Child, I be tired for y'all. I'm tired for you. So what I want to say is this. This month, going into September. Going into September, for all of the... And it's not just about the moms. It's about women, period. Because even if you don't have children, I know women that are single as a dollar bill. They got time on top of time on top of time, but yet they don't. Because their schedules, their calendar is like, bow, 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 bow. Yeah? Calendar is stacked. So it's not really about time. It's really about what do you prioritize. And so for the month of September, our theme for the month is all about manifesting your dream life. And some of y'all may be thinking, what does manifesting your dream life have to do with pole and aerial dance? Sis, stay in your lane. You're a pole dancer. Why are you talking about manifesting your dream life in a pole studio? I'm so glad you asked that question. The reason why is because I'm 37 years old. I'm not about to be a professional pole dancer. I'm not going down to nobody's club. I'm not going to the Olympics. I'm not going to the circus. I don't care how you want to swing it. I'm not doing it. I do pole and aerial dance because dance is so transformative. Pole and aerial dance has been so transformative in my life, and not just in the studio, but outside of the studio. The confidence that I gain in the studio, I take with me to work. I take with me in my friendships, in my relationships, in every interaction that I have with anybody. I bring that confidence that I gained in the studio with me. So it's transformative because you are actually learning to embody confidence. It's a physical action. You're able to take physical action on your confidence, on your self-love, on your self-compassion, right? A lot of times these concepts just live in our brain. It's like, yeah, I'm confident. Yeah, I practice self-love. Yeah. Well, we about to find out, right? With pole and aerial dance, it actually challenges you physically on those ideas, right? So we take them from here and we bring them into here. And you actually work on acting on those things. So back to why I did this video. I'm talking to KK and I'm just like listening to her schedule and I'm just like, girl, I really want you to make sure you do this, right? You've already said you don't want to go to the gym. You don't really have time for the gym, right? And as women, I think a lot of times we get so caught up with, oh, I'm not going to the gym. I'm just not making time. Sometimes you really don't have time. And we need to cut some things out, but first you have to acknowledge that I don't have time. Instead of just constantly beating yourself up, oh, I'm not going to the gym, I'm just lazy, I'm just lazy. I actually want you to take lazy out of your vocabulary today. Take lazy out of your vocabulary and just acknowledge you don't have the time. And look at your schedule and then see where you can create the time. What can you take out so you can create the time, right? But with Spice, because our classes are just 1 hour once a week, and of course you can add more classes, but our base package is 1 hour once a week. It really challenges that, right? And I was talking to KK. I said, KK, our classes are 1 hour once a week. If you cannot find 1 hour in your week to come and do something for yourself as a woman, knowing how hard we work and how much we care for the people in our lives and how absolutely critical we are not only to our families and our communities, but to society. If you can't take 1 hour a week to care for yourself, sis, take something off your plate. And what does this have to do with manifesting? Well, a lot of times we want a different life. We want more time. We want more space to care for ourselves. We want more compassion given to us. We want more activities that are loving and gentle and soft. We want more rest, but we don't create it for ourselves. You will never get anything that you have not created for yourself. You have to create it for yourself first. So a lot of times we're like, dang, how come my partner's not helping me around the house? Why aren't they giving me more support? Because you're Superwoman. Superwoman don't need support. She's good. We have to start acknowledging where we need space and where we need help. But we have to give it to ourselves first in order for us to get it. And so back to KK, I'm like, girl, just 1 hour. And I said, you know what? I take back the 1 hour, right? Because it's easy to say, oh, just 1 hour a week. Anybody can make time for an hour. That's just 60 minutes. Yeah, but you got to drive there. You know, Atlanta traffic. Y'all know Atlanta traffic is the ghetto. Very bad. It's been real bad lately because they've been repaving 85 and closing down exits, and the traffic has been awful. So let's just give it 3 hours, right? We'll say 1 hour getting there, an hour to take the class, and an hour back, right? 3 hours a week though? 3 hours a week? I know that that's a big ask. I know that that's a big ask. But I would not ask it of you if I didn't believe in the power of it. I've been doing this for a very, very long time. And this isn't just about pole dancing. This isn't just about aerial dancing. This isn't just about making a sale. Oh, come to my studio, buy my stuff. No. I say this because I actually care about women. I actually care about you creating space for yourself. I actually care about the transformation that comes from doing this exercise and doing this workout. You will never find another workout like this, guaranteed. And let me tell you, I've done them all. Yoga, Pilates, kickboxing. I'm playing tennis now. I've done the group classes. I've done Zumba. I've done running. I've done jujitsu, I've done swimming. You name it, I've done it. Period. You will not find another workout that will do more for your mind, body, and soul than pole and aerial dance. Period. Period. Somebody come call me on it. Somebody put it in the comments. What workout? I will have a phone call with you any day. There is no workout more transformative for women than pole and aerial dance. Period. If you want to build your confidence. If you believe that self-love is something that you need in your life. If you believe that self-compassion is something that you want in your life. And let me also say this, at Spice, right? Because those are our values. Our values, we create an experience where we help women develop self-love, self-confidence, and self-compassion. That's why we pole. That's why we do dance. That's why we continue to show up every week, right? Every studio ain't like that, and that's fair, right? That's very, very fair, but that's what we do at Spice. You will never find another workout better. If you want to embody those three things, you'll never find a better workout, period. So, just to recap, guys, find some time. If pole and aerial dance ain't your thing, if Spice is too far away, you can't make it, but whatever, it's hard. Find something to do, y'all. For 1 hour, just go to a park, sit and read a book. And it's gotta be out of the house. It can't be in the house, right? It can't be. It's gotta be out of the house. I'm just challenging you for the month of September. Manifest some space for you to have some quiet, some peace, a place for you to recharge. Even if you got to go to a coffee shop, something, right? I don't care if you come to Spice, you don't come to Spice. Obviously, I want you to come to Spice. I think that's the best place for you. But please find something to do where nobody, and I ain't talking about going to these volunteer things. Well, I just like to help people. I get it. But I need you to find something to do where nobody requires anything of you but to just be. That's it. Just come show up and do something for you. Not in service to others, in service to you. Because you're the most important. Period. You're the most important part of this equation. I'll fight over that one too. You are the most important part to this equation. So you gotta find something that just serves you. Please. This month, just for the month of September. I'm not even saying you gotta do it every day, every month. It's 12 months in the year. Just the month of September. If you can't do it in September, do it in October. Yeah, but find something that just serves you. And I want you to rest in it. And I want you to enjoy it. And I want you to lean into that. So that's all I ask. That's the only point of this video, is find something that serves you. I hope it's Spice. But find something, some activity at Spice. Find something, excuse me, that serves you. And watch how your life starts to expand. Watch how you find time for the things that you love when you just take 1 hour. So thank you. This video's been a little bit longer than I expected, but it came from the heart. If you have any questions about taking classes at Spice, you know where to find us, info@spicepolefitness.com. If you have comments, leave a comment. I will respond. If you have questions, ask a question. I will respond. But email us if you got questions about our classes, info@spicepolefitness.com. You can text us 770-744-0479. You can also go on our website, spicepolefitness.com. All right, y'all, it's been real. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.